Genus Acacia, a promising solution for the global community. Before we talk about the solution, first we have to identify what is the problem. Much of Africa faces the threat of desertification, a condition where land that could previously support life and growth becomes desert. This leads to difficulty using the land for agriculture, a loss of resources, and the continuation of climate change. Nutrient-depleted soil is also an issue, leading to poor quality crops, malnutrition, and famine. The solution? The acacia tree. Genus Acacia offers many benefits to smallholder farmers, not only in Africa but also in Southeast Asia. Firstly, it benefits the soil that it's planted on. Its deep taproots ensure drought tolerance, and therefore it can be planted across a variety of temperatures and environments. It can be used to increase forest cover in arid and semi-arid areas, and its natural nitrogen-fixing abilities increase soil nutrient capacity. Now that we've covered its benefits to the soil, we can also cover the benefits of growing things underneath its canopy. Maize is an example of a crop that grows well underneath the shade of the acacia tree. Studies have shown that when planted under the canopy of an acacia tree, the maize yields more than triple. This is due to the natural leaf shedding cycle of the acacia tree, lining up perfectly with the shade and the sun allowance that maize needs to grow. Weeds are also not a problem. Due to its quick-growing nature, the canopy rapidly shades out weeds and prevents them from surviving while still catering to the sunlight needs of certain crops, such as maize. Smallholder women farmers can benefit in more than one way from planting this tree. Once mature, its wood offers many potential products that can be sold. Its timber offers building wood and pulp, and in the specialty sector, musical instruments and tools can be crafted. Other uses include livestock fodder, dyes and tannins. It can even be a famine food. It can also supply firewood and charcoal for families in the area that it's grown, as well as gum arabic, which has lots of economic potential abroad because it is an additive in food. When burned, the wood from this tree also acts as a natural insect repellent. The thorny branches can form crude, thorny fencing that can keep out wildlife. And abroad, flowering species of the tree can be sold as ornamentals. So what do we need? Or rather, what do we need to do? The first step is education. We need volunteers to teach smallholder farmers how to adopt acacias into their practice if they haven't already done so. This includes educating them on planting, maintenance, harvest, and post-harvest. Next, we would need seed distribution. Seed banks or organizations willing to supply already existing native seed vendors across vulnerable areas in Africa and Southeast Asia. This is much better than giving out free handouts, where if organizations are willing to supply the already existing vendors from their home countries, it adds to the local economy in a way that is much better than just free handouts. And lastly, we need accessibility. This goes hand in hand with the education. So, we need accessible resources in the languages in which the countries that we are operating in so that the smallholder farmers can understand. Illustrations in color are also particularly useful so that across languages people can understand what to do.